I'm so glad to be here today to talk about something that is not only essential to leadership, but also to making a meaningful impact in the work we do: negotiation. When you think of negotiation, you may think about boardroom battles or tough decisions, but negotiation is more than that. It's about influence, it's also about building relationships. And above all, it's about leading effectively. As executives, especially in education, negotiation is at the heart of whatever we do every single day, whether we're securing resources for our schools, or negotiating with stakeholders, or rallying around our teams with a shared vision. Negotiation isn't just a skill, it's an art. And just like any art, it takes practice, patience, and insight. So let me share with you the most influential components of negotiation and how the executives of Dallas ISD specifically apply it to the work they do. I'll also include some tips, strategies, and personal experiences that will help you elevate your own negotiation skills, especially in leadership roles. The first step to being an effective negotiator is preparation. It sounds basic, but it's often overlooked. You know the saying, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. This rings true in any negotiation. Before sitting down with a potential partner, stakeholder, or even a team member, you need to gather information. What are the needs and interests of the other party? What is your ultimate goal? What can you be flexible on? And where is your non-negotiable line? For example, during my time leading projects at Dallas ISD, I had to negotiate vendor contracts for securing funding for classroom technology. The preparation phase was really crucial. Understanding their limitations, their offerings, and most importantly, their goals helped me craft proposals that align with their needs while still securing what was best for our school. This wasn't about winning the negotiation, it was about finding a solution where everyone felt heard and valued. In the world of educational leadership, preparation and preparing thoroughly means you can ensure that every decision is made with the district's long term goals in mind. So I encourage you to never walk into a room unprepared. Preparation doesn't just give you leverage, it gives you confidence. The next piece of the negotiation puzzle is building rapport and trust. You can have all the strategies and facts in the world, but without trust, you will struggle to reach an agreement. Think about this. If you walk into a meeting and immediately start pushing for what you want without understanding the other person's point of view, you're more than likely to encounter resistance. Rapport building is about showing that you're not just there to get something, it's about showing that you genuinely care about the person across the table. You're in this together. When I first joined Dallas ISD, I realized that negotiations were more about, the numbers. Um, I felt like they were more about relationships. For example, when negotiating teacher contracts, it was vital that I built the rapport with union representatives by showing empathy for their concerns and understanding their perspectives. We were all to come to a solution that supported both the teachers and the students. So, building rapport takes time, but it always pays off. In education, this can mean connecting with a community member, a teacher, or even a parent advocate. By making a personal connection, you lay the foundation for a successful negotiation. Keep all those things in mind. Now let's talk about the art of proposing offers and finding win-win solutions. This is where your preparation and rapport building pay off. Once you understand the other party's needs and you've established trust, it's time to make a proposal. But here's the thing: your offer should never take it or leave it scenario. Instead, you want to find a solution that addresses the interests of both sides. This is key, especially for leaders in education, where the focus should always be on collaboration, not confrontation. Take the example of negotiating with a private donor for a community outreach program at Dallas ISD. Instead of simply requesting funds, we focused on how the donor could have an impact on the community and how their involvement will create a lasting legacy. By aligning their values with our district goals, we crafted a proposal that benefited both sides. The donor got recognition and a sense of contributing to something meaningful, and our district got the funding we needed to support students. What is the lesson here? Don't just push your don't just push your idea or your outcome. Work collaboratively to find a solution that feels like a win for everyone involved. In the long run, this creates trust and leads to stronger partnerships. Let's talk about patience, listening, and flexibility. These may seem like soft skills, but they are powerful tools in negotiation. Often, the most successful negotiators are those who are willing to listen first rather than speak. Listening shows respect, and it also provides critical insight into the other party's priorities. By listening effectively, you're able to adjust your strategy in real time and propose solutions that are more likely to resonate. Patience is also essential. Negotiations rarely happen overnight. As an executive, you may have to navigate long term negotiations. Sometimes it takes several discussions to reach the best outcome. Staying patient and maintaining your composure through this process is key to achieving a positive outcome. For instance, while negotiating for additional resources for STEM programs within the district, there were times when discussions didn't move quickly. But by being patient and continuously listening to concerns from the school board and also stakeholders, we were able to come up with a phased approach that worked for all parties involved, even if it took longer than anticipated. What does negotiation look like for executives in education and more specifically in Dallas ISD? At the executive level, negotiations aren't just about funding, they're about aligning long term strategic goals. Whether it's securing funding for school initiatives, negotiating with local governments for educational policy changes, or working with corporate sponsors to support after school programs, your role is to ensure that every negotiation strengthens the district's mission to provide high quality education. When it comes to executive negotiation, always remember that you're negotiating for the students. Every deal, every partnership, every conversation is about ensuring that our students receive the best opportunities. That should always be your driving force. In conclusion, the art of negotiation is not just a skill, it's a way to lead, to inspire, and to bring about positive change. Whether you're negotiating within the walls of your organization or with external partners, remember the power of preparation, rapport building, and finding win win solutions. Patience, listening, and flexibility are your best allies in this process. And as executives, we must always keep the best interests of our students and staff at the heart of every negotiation. So, as you go forward today and in the future, I challenge you to think about how you can bring these principles into your own work. How can you use negotiation to create positive change, to align people around the shared vision, and to ensure that our district's goals remains intact for years to come? Thank you for your time. I hope you're ready to apply the art of negotiation in your own leadership journey. Let's make those tough decisions. Let's get those negotiations and not only manage them, but make them transformative.